Did you all see breaking news? Donald Trump has returned to Twitter. He has just tweeted his first tweet since getting kicked off.
Wait, what?
Wait,
really?
did Musk let him back?
Yep.
He did, yeah.
Donald Trump is back on.
Here it is.
Yeah.
He tweeted the mugshot?
Yeah.
He tweeted the mugshot, the most Trump return ever.
Fucking mean.
Never surrender, but that's him surrendering.
Yeah, it's really weird.
You want to never surrender? Go punch the cop. Go fucking punch the cop if you want to never surrender.
Wow.
Make them drag you in shackles, Mr. Revolutionary.
Wow. I've got to say, I'm kind of happy that he's back on Twitter because it's a dumpster fire anyway. And at least he's entertaining. It does suit him. Absolutely.
He belongs there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I always did name Twitter and always will.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to call it X.
Apparently, Musk has wanted to name a site X for years, apparently.
Yes.
He's been obsessed with X.
He owned the X.com domain name back when in the late 90s. And in fact, it was the name of his company that combined with PayPal, when PayPal was first starting to take off.
They weren't going to change their name to fucking X. So.
In fact, Elon Musk was CEO of eBay. Not eBay, I'm sorry, because eBay went on, and I was going to mention eBay because eBay goes on to acquire PayPal. But
he's CEO of PayPal.
Elon Musk was the CEO of PayPal, and he was trying to convince them to change the name to X back then in the late 90s. And they actually went so far as to do customer surveys of it, and the reaction they would get from these test groups was horrible. The customers did not like the name X. But he was so hell-bent on changing it to X that the PayPal board, along with Peter Thiel, who is also one of the PayPal co-founders, had to step in and remove Musk as CEO of PayPal. And that's how Musk left PayPal. Because one of the main reasons was he was so hell-bent on changing the name of the company to X after they had already built this name brand up. And then in 2016 or 2017, I believe it was 2017, Musk then gets back into contact with PayPal. Now, PayPal's been acquired by eBay since then. Mm-hmm. It's this huge company now. And he says, I would like to acquire the X.com domain name because PayPal still owned it from when Musk's company X merged with PayPal, and they sold it back to him. And he's been wanting to do something with it, and now here he is.
His level of pettiness as a businessman has impressed me. I'm not impressed with his so-called accomplishments, but how much of a man baby he actually is.
Oh yeah.
It never fails to astound me. And I remember the day I stopped reading one of my favorite web comics because of their glowing fucking dick sucking of Elon Musk and the Tesla company. And then I later learned Tesla already existed too. And he kind of just stepped in there.
Right. So he had a bit more to do with, Tesla was really early he came in, but absolutely he did not start Tesla. He sort of pigeonholed his way in as a co-founder. The actual co-founders of Tesla have had legal fights with him over whether he could call himself that. But he came in early enough to actually, have some sort of say to make the company his, unlike, people going around acting like all these new Twitter features weren't already in the works for the years before Musk came along and bought the company a couple of months ago. But he didn't start Tesla either.
Oh my goodness. Dorsey must be laughing his ass off so hard right now.
Oh,
that
Dorsey's been Dorsey's been providing cover for Musk, though. Dorsey's been
of course he is.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to play the game, but he knows when he goes to bed at night, he sold that fucking money pit of a site to somebody for almost more money than he had liquidly available. And that, to me, that's a troll move. Like, I don't know how he pulled that off, but because like you learn after the fact that they bought it, and then you learn, you're like, oh wait, well, Twitter's a big thing, he's going to make lots of money. Wait, Twitter doesn't make any money? Hasn't for like a decade. there
was I think in like 2021 was like the last time they actually like turned a profit, but outside of that, yeah, it's but I mean it went from what it was to just being run decidedly into the ground because of the fact that no advertisers want to touch the platform now.
Jump scare. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And for that matter, I recall that some of Musk's decisions were bad for shareholders of Tesla. Like, he hasn't made all good business decisions for Tesla or SpaceX or Boring Company, which I swear is a tax write-off at this point. Which, silver lining to Boring Company, Vegas saw through his bullshit with their contract for his Hyperloop. And if he can't deliver the lofty space age bullshit that he claimed he could with the Hyperloop, he's in for them for billions, and they know he can't do it. So they're just riding it.
Didn't he go on to admit that the whole Hyperloop thing was just a way to ensure that public transit wasn't going to be like funded? That was his whole.
Yeah, he tried to stop public transit in California,
but
even though they end up going for it. That's why he started.
He tripped over his dick though when he went to Vegas because they saw his bullshit, and their contract with him said he had to hard deliver on some of these promises, or like down to numbers, as in like passengers per hour. And if he didn't, he owed them money. And they're like, okay. I just imagine, the city manager be like, no, wait, check this shit out. This is going to be fun.
Binder, can you explain? Apparently, the FEC has a filing that Trump's not allowed to post on any social media 6 hours between posting on Truth Social, which he just directly violated right now because he's 34 minutes out from posting on Truth for his last post. So what does that? Do you know what that means?
I think it's the specific post that he puts on Truth Social. I don't know how it's going to work if it's something else. Did he post the same thing on Truth Social?
He posted the exact same post on Truth 34 minutes between now on Twitter.
I don't know. Maybe they'll give him a pass for this specific
crime
one. I mean, it's a once in a it's not the usual. Who knows though?
He's been indicted 4 times, 91 charges. I don't like this is I feel like he doesn't care. You know what I mean? Like,
what's another
small
what's another violation?
The long list.
Cocaine.
Up yours. Woke moralists. Up yours.
This is systematic bullying that's happening.
Woke moralists. Up yours.